I kick my right foot through and I weave it back underneath so that my sole of my foot is kind of stepping on his hip right there. And I use that to lift him over the head. And this time I follow him over. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, Ben. This is trouble right here, Ben. That was cool. It's not the BMAC show. Remember that it's not the BMAC show. You don't understand kitchen moves at all. There is no move. There's just an expression of self. That's all it is.
It cannot be planned out. It just has to flow.
It comes from deep inside.
Kitchen moves are when Brandon gets a little overexcited and this is how he lets his ADD out. So over the years it's gotten to be like, how terrible can he make it look? It's like those martial arts fails, that you see on Facebook, and it's like, that's what he wants it to look like.
I think she's right. I think she nailed it.
Chicken.
Kicking chicken. I can do it over here. I can do it over here. So if there's an enemy or an enemy. The key to the whole thing, you remember in Step Brothers when Will Ferrell was singing?
Stare just a little too long.
And it's like,
I've been called the songbird of my generation.
you have to do karate moves like that. That's the secret to the whole thing. Kick. We've gotten a couple of requests for me to show some of my training, so like the actual rounds, and then to do kind of commentary over the top about what I'm thinking about when I'm rolling and stuff like that. And I know that a lot of guys have been putting those out, and everybody seems to like those, and I've been getting requests for them too, so here we go. I got permission from these guys to use these videos. I wanted to make sure I was using people that wouldn't mind us kind of breaking down the footage. So the first one is me with Steven Mitchell. Steven's one of our purple belts, one of my favorite training partners too. So just a lot of fun to roll with. So let's hit it. So usually with, you know how when you're rolling with people, you just kind of fall into the same patterns a lot of times. So I always fall into this, it's just reverse De La Riva to me, but I always hide my left foot. So you'll see when I go back, like I'll go back here for just a second. You see how I hide my left foot up underneath his ankle right there? And I'm playing with the grips right there, tight grips. I just want that 2-on-1 here. So I've been playing this a lot, and that'll be a theme probably that kind of comes up over and over on this thing. So 2-on-1, kicking all the way into a triangle. That looks kind of like, man, that's too easy, but when you have good gripping, like things like that can come pretty easy sometimes, especially if you know how to pop your hips. See me changing the angle on the triangle there, working around, and I'm gonna attack his wrist here to open up the arm. That's how I got that off, because he was keeping that peeled in tight. He's working hard trying to posture out of this thing. He gives the arm instead. I gotta change the angle there. Oh, am I gonna get it? I don't know. Good job, Brandon. All right. Steven's a resilient little booger. All right, let's get these grips on him. Here's that same position again. See, reverse De La Riva with that. Kind of like a mini stomp if you're familiar with the 10th Planet system. Same 2-on-1, and now I'm gonna pull him down. He's having trouble pulling away from that. I'm really latched. It's not just about gripping, but I'm attaching myself to him there, you see? And I love, look at this. This grip right here, go back. We'll look at that in a second. This grip right here with my left hand, right there. Right in the back of his armpit. I use that all the time. And this is that Udi Garami play. It just ends up turning into a regular triangle. Oh shoot, no, we're gonna go to the back with it. Oh, and his arm is trapped. This is big trouble, Steven. Triangle again. Doop, doop. So I like to lock up that reverse triangle to squeeze him into the other spot, into the real one. Gonna have to readjust if I want to finish that. There's too much shoulder involved. There's the rebite. Lock down, nice. That'll get a tap for sure. Ding a ding ding. right, Steven, let's go, big dog. He's gonna step into that. He don't want to step into that reverse De La Riva again. But it's the same 2-on-1. You see how I use my right foot against his knee right there? I love posting with my feet. I'm gonna go to that triangle again. Nope, omoplata. Nice, heavy on the elbow, good. Peel the hips away, good. Ooh, he's about ready to tap. Oh, he did tap. 2-on-1 again. Man, look at this. Steven's, he's experimenting with like, how can he learn to deal with that thing? Uh-oh, a little De La Riva action. Look at the old man go. Ooh, don't get knee barred, Brandon. Woo! That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. And now I'm falling apart. Look at this. This is terrible. Well, that's not so bad. Go and Khabib that arm there. Just flowing on him, or flowing with him now. Good job. He's off. Dang it, Brandon. I hate... Oh, an Estima lock attempt. I didn't have a bite, but that was a good look. I like to hit that rolling Estima like that sometimes. Hey, girl, what's going on? What is that? Dude, what? What a sequence. Let's look at that one more time again. Dude, that move right there works super good. You got to be careful with it, though. Don't go... Okay, that was a nice little move. What in the world? You know what, though? That was greedy. It looked cool. It turned out well. But that wasn't really a great movement, to be honest with you. Like, I lost the elbow. That should have been an anaconda. Like, that should have been way cleaner than that. This should have been an anaconda. Right. That was not very good on my part, actually. I'm kind of disgusted by watching that, to be honest with you. Okay. We'll move on. Look, you can see on my face how mad I am about it. I was off my game because he got away from one of my positions. Dang you, Steven. All right, back into this reverse De La Riva mini stomp thing. Use that left elbow frame. So see how I'd constantly keep a frame up there at his shoulders? Look at that left elbow. All right, until I can get the armpit grip. Can I convince him to go 2-on-1? He's trying to footlock, you dirty sucker. And now I bring my left knee to the inside. Okay, he fell back on the footlock. All right. Smashed through. Working on an arm triangle here. He turns. All right, this is one of my favorite spots, man. I use this position all the time. That sugar hold. And he reacted differently that time than what he normally does. He just turned and showed the back. All right, he's going to try to play in my butterfly now. He's got me flat. Ooh, a little body lock passing. That's not a real great play from here. It limits your base when you're on the top right here. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I wouldn't be overly committed to these grips. You see, I'm chilling. I'm waiting for him. I like when people start doing this kind of passing to me. I almost always am going to get a reversal right here. It won't. Sometimes it's over the head, but when you lock your hands together like that, I'm not saying you shouldn't body lock pass. I'm saying you shouldn't body lock pass in that moment. Unless you know something that I don't know, like, then you might. But I try not to body lock pass from that spot. I like to be a little deeper in on it. Let me go back here and see what's going on. Sorry, I got distracted by that body lock passing. But see, when the grip is so tight right there that you can't base, it makes, and then once you make a little mistake with your weight distribution like that, it's hard to hang on to that body lock. Or the top position when you do the body lock in that spot. Mount now. Listen, man, I feel like the mount is the best position in no-gi grappling and MMA. I'm not the guy who says the back is the best spot. Look at this chopping block. This Big Trouble Steve-O. Ooh, retreat to advance. He's doing a good job of framing that out. And I post out with my right hand for base. Bang. Comb the hair. And this is my new finish. And this is all Zach Maslany style. With that S grip. I like the S grip better. Oh, time run out? Okay, time ran out. Oh, he lives. Steven lives to fight another day. All right, that's number 1. Uppercut. Multiple crescent kicks.
Brandon doesn't remember anything. Okay, his mind is always on to the next thing. So if something happened 2 weeks ago, there's a 0% chance he remembers. And that would always just shock me because I'm the type of guy that remembers everything, especially if it comes to training. I remember I would go, Brandon, man, dude, I can't believe I put you to sleep yesterday. And he would go, dude, you put me to sleep yesterday? Oh no, I can't believe I fell asleep again, you know, and I didn't put him to sleep. The podcast is a great example. Brandon will be all in on a podcast. Hey man, we're going to do a podcast. I want you to start doing this. I want you to start studying this. You'll do it. And 3 weeks later, the task has completely changed. You know, you'll start going, okay, Brandon wants me to study 2 hours on leg lock escapes. So we're going to talk about leg lock escapes on this podcast or whatever it is. And the podcast never happens.
I saw you run across. What is this? Oh my God.
Well, he just tried to jump out the room and scare me. And when that didn't work, he jumped out with some moves. And it was off.
What about as a boss?
Oh, hey, check this out. Do this. Go do this. Hey, Brandon, I did this thing. What are you talking about?
Almost gave me one of those. Maybe too close. In case you need to wield 2 of them. Okay, so this is versus Ben Nelson. He's one of our blue belts, very talented blue belts, by the way. Competes a lot. He lost. He got second at his very first tournament as a white belt, and then he didn't lose any more matches after that at white belt. At blue belt, he just came in second to one of our students at his first blue belt tournament. So he's doing really well. Tough role, and he likes to do my moves to me. That's his favorite thing. So he likes to try to attack me where he feels like I'm strong. So I like to let him get deep sometimes. So you'll see here, here we go. You'll see here, I just kind of start letting him pass my guard pretty easy. I know he's going to go to the truck, so I feed him the truck right there, and then here we go. I try to flip it on him right here. I'm going to try to flip it. And he's got that fishnet in tight on the other side. Makes it super hard to flip. And then he's getting good at the position. I mean, we just spent a month straight on this position. So, and he was there doing every rep. So he's got good game right here. He's thinking about this kamikaze. Oh, he's thinking about that kamikaze calf crank. I seen that, Ben. You see how, look, I pointed to it. I'm using my left arm as like a frame so that he can't push my knee any further to the floor. That's stopping that banana split. So I'm not offering him the crotch ripper because of the position of my knees there, but the angle of my hips. He's going to try the crotch ripper now. He's trying to pull it out into the other position, but you just can't push my left knee to the floor because that stick is in place. I'm waiting for the right time to flip it on him. I'm trying to bait him into taking the twister. Here goes the flip. Come on, Brandon. Ooh, he's doing it good. Stay with it, Ben. Gotcha. Ooh, he's still there. I got to get my knee free right there on the inside. There we go. Now he's in big trouble. Here we go. Okay. Oh, man, this is brutal. This move right here is so brutal. Okay, listen. Disclaimer, you have to be super careful with your people when you try that. So that's an inverted heel hook, and it's a powerful inverted heel hook. It'll blow your leg up. I actually call that move the career ender. So you have to like be super delicate with it and know who your training partner. If they're resisting really hard, let that one go. All right, anyway, we're back into it. Little ham sandwich attempt, toe hold on the back door. He does a good job rotating out of this stuff. A lot of Granbying through. Look at me in my old man open guard. This is my favorite guard right here, what I'm doing right now. Just a little lazy Z where they almost got me flat, and I sort of let them twister pass. And I'm right back in on a guard again. Got a knee on the inside. This is my new play. Oh, I've been doing this a bunch. Come back and look at this. All right, so right here, pause. I know you guys can't see the foot, but I've got, it's instead of ashigarami with my foot on the hip, I kick my right foot through and I weave it back underneath so that my sole of my foot is kind of stepping on his hip right there. And I use that to lift him over the head. This time I follow him over Oh shoot. Oh shoot, Ben. This is trouble right here, Ben. That was cool. No hooks though. I hope I don't let him off the hook here. That would be so sad if I did that cool back take and I wasted it. Oh, Brandon, no. You better finish this. Oh, I am so upset at myself right there. I bet right there I'm feeling really mad that I missed that. All right, arm triangle, let's go. Ooh, this is even better. All right, so you see this is the way I play the arm triangle together with this sugar hold position. He's gonna have to give me something in a second. He's doing a good job with that right frame right there. It's gonna be the sugar hold. I'm gonna weave behind his head right there. Yeah, I just gotta distract him a little bit first. I'm gonna weave, here we go. There it is. This is one of my favorite spots. I did this in the match against Steven too, right? Yeah, I don't know what's coming. There's a lot of different things. Not usually this, to be honest with you. Oh, he's on the move. Ah! Does a 72 punch combo that I just hit him with, and it's an inverted arm lock to finish. Man, that was nasty. That was wild. Just look at that one again. The arm triangle and the sugar hold, how they play off each other. You resist one, you open the other. So that frame in the hip is bothersome, man. And he's doing a great job of trying to get back to his guard, but I just got to wait him out and be patient there. And see how I fold my foot so he can't get it pulled back into his guard. So it's like I'm sitting on an S mount. The triangle was an interesting move. I shouldn't have made it. Luckily, triangle, straight arm lock, omoplata, back to the triangle. And then it ends on the inverted arm lock. Man, it's important to be able to, especially when it's slippery, it's important to be able to flow from submission and submission to submission to submission, but keep your connection stuck to your partner. So, you know, everybody always talks about being one step ahead of them, but if you're having to think a couple of steps ahead of your partner, you're always going to be behind. Like, you can't possibly be fast enough to move as fast as you need to sometimes. So the trick is not really to be mentally steps ahead. The trick is to be connected so that every time that they move, you just kind of fall into the right position because of how well you're connected. And if you got the muscle memory built in from just ridiculous amounts of drilling, and then you can get the body weight and the connection and all of that stuff figured out, then you're always one step ahead, even if you don't know what's going on. So that's really the trick. Is I want to be able to just follow your energy. I know that sounds kind of woo-woo, but that's what I'm trying to do. Is just I'm chasing the dragon. I'm chasing that feeling, that connection, chasing the dragon.
It cannot be planned out. It just has to flow.
It comes from deep inside.